Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I am Lori and I am sure glad you're here. If you're returning, thanks for being here guys and supporting me and my channel. Today is our November installment of the Birthstone Beauties collab. This is a collaboration I do with a bunch of beautiful women here on YouTube. I will have all of their links down below. Make sure you go check them out. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow, like, I already said follow, like, and share their videos. They are all beautiful artistic ladies and I love them all very much. Today is November and I missed last month's video, so I am so excited to be doing this month's. I have primed and set my eyes, so all I need to do is pin back my hair and we can get started. Let's get started. I'm not quite sure where this look is going to go, to be honest with you. I know 2 shades I'm going to use, but the rest of it is more like a free-for-all, so that's never a good thing. So I'm going to start off with my BH Cosmetics Afternoon Rendezvous palette, and I'm just going to go in with this brown shade right here. And I'm going to take it and put it onto my transition. So for November, there are 2 birthstones. There's the golden topaz and the citrine, and those are the 2 modern day birthstones. Traditionally, it's just the topaz that is the birthstone. So modern day, we have kind of narrowed it down to fit the golden topaz, where before we liked all topaz. So the traditional is the topaz, which is very popular, although when you think about a topaz, you think about a golden yellow, which is the golden topaz, or blue. But the thing about the topaz is it comes in a variety of colors, including colorless. The rarest is the pink and red topaz, which gives them a high value of worth. The second color of topaz that has a high value is an intense orange and yellow, and that reddish orange topaz is sometimes called the imperial topaz, which we will talk about in a bit. And then yellow, orange, and brown topaz stones, they're somewhat common, so their value isn't as high as the other ones we discussed. But colorless are the most common topaz, and they have a very low value regardless of the size of the topaz. So using a topaz in place of a diamond will not give you very much value. The name topaz comes from the ancient language Sanskrit, and topaz means fire. And it is believed that that is alluding to the orange color of the topaz. The Greek word topazios is an ancient Greek name for St. John's Island in the Red Sea, where the gem was said to be mined way back in the day. While I have never heard of the word precious topaz, I thought I would chit-chat about it for a second because maybe some of you have heard about it. The precious topaz refers to stones with a rich yellow to medium peachy orange color. That's a precious topaz. I would have never guessed that. Okay, I am going to take the So Jaded palette and dip into citrine right here, this like mustard yellow. It's a matte shade, and I am just going to put it on top of that brown. Blue has become the most popular color for a topaz on the market today. Most blue topaz have been irradiated and heat treated. However, almost all gems begin as colorless or pale blue topaz. And then once they're heat treated, that heat treatment then, you know, helps to change the color of the gem. There has been some confusion about the topaz. Traditionally, all yellow, brown, and orange transparent gems were called the topaz. However, modern gemology reclassified many different species of stones, removing what was once considered a topaz. They put them into their correct category. Because of topaz's long association with the color yellow, citrines are sometimes misidentified as topaz. Citrine's yellow colors are due to the presence of ferric iron, and these colors are traditionally associated with topaz, that yellow-orange kind of color. We consider them to be more topaz than citrine. At least my brain does, because I don't think I've ever seen a citrine. But topaz has a different physical and optical property than citrine, and most notably, it has a greater hardness and brilliance than the citrine, so it isn't as, it's a clearer stone. But here's the real big kicker. Citrine is a quartz, which is its own distinct gem species. So because it's a quartz, it cannot be considered a topaz. Makes sense, right? However, the citrine continues to be called the Brazilian topaz, the Madeira topaz, and even the topaz quartz. Really? The topaz quartz? How do you get topaz quartz? So citrine is the yellow to red-orange variety of the crystalline quartz. And color variations at the top, at the, at its most value, the color is more of a saturated yellow, orange, or reddish tone. Mid to lower range has less intense color range, and then the lowest is a pale to smoky stone. When I talk about how it's not as clear as a topaz, this is where it comes into play. There's a little bit of, smokiness, a little dustiness, if you will, to a citrine, where the topaz is a lot clearer. Okay, I'm quoting the gemsociety.org in their statement about the citrine because it cracked me up. And I quote, "Citrine was once the Rodney Dangerfield of the gem world. Due to citrine's abundance, it would get no respect." Isn't that hilarious? If you don't know who Rodney Dangerfield is, he is an actor, and he made that quote famous, that he got no respect. However, in recent decades, the perception of the citrine has changed, partly because earthstone jewelry has really come into play. It's come into its own. People really are digging earth tones. And it's funny that the citrine is described by these really obnoxious words. I don't know how else to say it. They put it a lot nicer than I did, but I think they use the word eloquent, but I don't think that really fits. People are describing citrine as a butterscotch color or a whiskey color. Why can't citrine just be citrine? Why must it be butterscotch or whiskey? And I'm looking at this citrine here and I'm thinking, not butterscotch, not whiskey. Neither. Neither. Now, citrine is a modern alternative to the topaz for the November birthstone, but when you buy a citrine, the vast majority of them are synthetic. They are produced by heating a smoky quartz and an amethyst together, because when you mine for citrine, very, very little citrine is found, which is so sad. I mean, I find it really interesting, yet quite sad. Okay, I am going to take the shade Topaz here and I'm going to put it on my lid. Oh, sorry, this is from the Becca Apres Ski palette. The majority of citrine comes from Brazil, but it also is mined in Bolivia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Madagascar, Mexico, Myanmar, Namibia, Peru, Russia, South Africa, the US, and Zambia. But when you think about all the places, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 countries that mine citrine, but they yield very little when it's mined. I just wonder how rare it actually is if we're mining in 12 countries and we get very little of the gem. Would that not make it one of the rarest ones? I mean, we have synthetic ones, you know, where they heat up smoky quartz and amethyst to make it, but would it not make it rare, since we get very little authentic citrine? It's just a food for thought I had. So we talked about the golden topaz earlier, or the imperial topaz, and that is actually what is considered to be, you know, the modern birthstone. Besides citrine, it is the golden topaz, also called the imperial topaz. So the color of the golden topaz, or the imperial topaz, is a clear golden yellow with a touch of pink. It's that kiss of pink that really gives it that that imperial golden topaz look. So the imperial topaz is known as the stone of friendship. It is believed that it may attract essential people into your life if you wear it. The stone is a symbol of balance and is believed to promote emotional stability and hospitality. Well, I do not think this color right here is impervious of the golden topaz. The glitter in the So Jaded palette truly is. And this is what it looks like. I don't wear glitters, so I won't be using this, but I will swatch it for you because it really is pretty. It is gold and orange. It has a little reflect of green, but there's also pink in there, which I just think is very, very pretty. If I wore these glitters, I would definitely wear this. You won't believe this. I put on the wrong eyeshadow. This is topaz. No wonder why my brain was like, what's going on? This is topaz. This is opal. So we're going to put topaz on my eyes. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so the yellow topaz is a stone that you use to manifest your intentions. It has strong metaphysical properties that instill faith, so you can bring all manner of good things into your life. Okay, this is now what I remember when I swatched them earlier. The golden topaz is also described as it will put you in alignment for what is your highest and best good. The yellow topaz is known for its healing properties, including curing liver problems, jaundice, chronic memory loss, insomnia. Oh, I should really get a yellow topaz. And aggressiveness. Moreover, a yellow topaz gemstone is beneficial in ailments of the liver, fever, appetite, cold and cough, and indigestion. So it sounds like it's overall pretty good for health benefits to me. I mean, that covers a lot of ground. The yellow topaz is among the most remarkable and beautiful of gemstones. It is a sparkling golden jewel that has long captured the hearts and imaginations of human cultures, and the symbolism and significance of the stone fascinate topaz lovers even today. It is known for its sparkling clarity, and some of the symbolism of the golden or yellow topaz is they're symbolic of the outdoors and our natural roots. The brown and yellows of the topaz are associated with the earth and harvest, as well as the planting seasons and the fertility of life. And interestingly enough, I never thought of it this way until I read this, and then I'm like, yeah, I get that. It is believed to evoke the image of all things organic, the rich soil, harvest grains, and the sun that allows plants to grow. Now, when I read that, I was like, yeah, I can see that. Okay, I'm going to take this brown right here, and I am just going to put it in my outer V. That's why topaz is also associated with the stability and comfort of home. It's a very old-fashioned and rustic sense. The hearth was always the center of the family life and hospitality. So I guess to me it makes total sense, because this is probably the earthiest gemstone I can think of, with all of its beautiful brown and golden hues that is associated with the topaz. Now, I will be honest with you, I was surprised that they considered, I just hit pan. I was surprised that they considered a blue topaz, you know, the most common. I had never heard of a blue topaz in my life. So I was kind of shocked by that one, because when I think of a topaz, I think of yellow, orange, brownish kind of inclusions. Not like a tiger's eye, but just kind of different threads of those more earthy tones. They say golden browns are the colors of comfort, approachability, and the unity of our home life. Okay, I'm going to take this darker brown and just darken up this outer portion. In ancient Greek, topaz was believed to increase one's physical and mental strength. It was also a talisman to shield the wearer in cases of emergency. I don't know if I'm going to do this or not. I'm kind of worried, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this purple here, this pinky purple, and I am just going to kind of mix it in right at the edge. I don't want a whole lot, I just want a little. Egyptians used topaz to make amulets of protection and security. They believed that the topaz was the stone of Ra, which is the sun god, and they believed if they wore the topaz, it would be a blessing for their protection and favor. Now, the Bible has topaz mentioned as one of the 12 gems of the breastplate of the high priest. Breastplate stones, including topaz, are sacred. They're associated with the 12 tribes of Israel and also the 12 holy angels that guard heaven. Many believe the yellow topaz represents empathy and serenity. And the idea is that it's related to symbolism of the brown and gold colors, going back to its relation to the family and home. The topaz is considered to be a soothing stone. Some believe it encourages forgiveness and relieves tensions, and some swear, I kid you not, that when you wear topaz while entertaining, it helps foster an atmosphere of harmony, warmth, and pleasantness. It is mined in Brazil, Russia, Australia, Mexico, Pakistan, and the US, and I found it interesting that it can be found in Pikes Peak in Colorado, which I've been to many times, and my daughter goes there quite often since she lives in that area. Let me go do the rest of my face, and I will be back to finish up my thoughts on the citrine and the golden topaz, or the topaz for that matter, for this month's Birthstone Collab. Alright guys, so this is my final look for the Birthstone Beauties collab for the month of November. I used both citrine and topaz to make this look, and I'm not sure that the citrine and the topaz that I use are true to what I envision them being, but that doesn't mean that they aren't beautiful colors. I think this look is rather pretty. What surprised me most about what I learned about the November birthstones is that when they mine for citrine, they do not get a high return, which surprises me quite a bit with how many, with 12 countries being a viable mining place for citrine, we don't have a high return, and that blows my mind that it isn't like the rarest. Gemstone because of that. I don't know. I don't understand why it's not, but it isn't. So that one blew me away the most out of everything I learned. I think the topaz is a beautiful stone. I think the citrine is gorgeous, and anyone who is a November baby, you have beautiful, beautiful birthstones, and I think they're very, very fitting for a fall month, at least fall in my neck of the woods. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Birthstone Beauties collab. Make sure you go check out the others, give them some love and support, and make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to their channel. Please take good care, be safe, be smart, and I will talk to you on the next one.